Meet Assembly, the best way for service firms to streamline the experience for their clients. When you create an Assembly workspace, right off the bat, you get a branded client portal, like the one I have open for your clients, as well as the Assembly admin, which is for your internal team. We just rolled out Assembly 2.0, and I'm excited to show you all the things that are new. First up, we have app folders. So most of the time, it probably makes sense that apps like messages and files show up directly on your sidebar. But oftentimes you've got a lot of things that you want to categorize, or maybe you just want to clean up the sidebar for your clients. You can now create folders like this one here and include different apps or embeds. In this case, I've got a help desk built in Notion. I have an analytics embed from Looker Studio. And finally, I have Book a Call, which was made with Calendly. I can mix and match apps and embeds to create a streamlined, more organized experience for my clients. All right, let's go back to the homepage. The client homepage builder we rebuilt from scratch, and it's got a big visual refresh. In addition to that, you can now create client home variants so that different clients see a different experience. For example, maybe this image here is my engagement team for a category of clients, but I have another engagement team for another set of clients. If I go to this second client home experience, you'll see it's a different image. I can customize the image. I can also customize all the contents below if I want to create dynamic client experiences. All right, from here, let's switch to the Assembly admin. Now let's kick things off in the Tasks app. In the Tasks app, you've always been able to create tasks both for your internal team as well as for your clients. But there is something new you can do. If I go ahead and click on Create Task, like Review Q2 Client Materials, I can assign the task to an internal team member like myself, but now I can also associate this task with the particular client. This is really helpful for internal organization if I want to know which clients I'm doing work on behalf of. On top of that, I can also share this task with the client or company. And what that does is that in the client portal view, the client can now see that this work is being done by my service provider on behalf of me. From here, let's go into our new Payments app. The Payments app got a new homepage. I can see who hasn't paid, I can see who's paid, I can see my total Stripe balance, and I have a single entry point to create invoices, subscriptions, as well as see the status of my QuickBooks or Xero accounting integrations. All right, from here, let's jump back into the CRM and let's navigate into a company or contact. I'm going to pick Jack's Design. On this details page, we have a new right sidebar experience, and we're calling this the context bar. So here, I've got my custom fields, I have my internal notes, and I also have internal chat about this client or company all in one place. We built this context bar, we made it resizable, and we've also made it available on other pages. So now, anytime you're in an app where you're looking at client-specific information, this context bar is going to show. So in addition to the CRM, if I go into, let's say, the Messages app, select a message channel, that same context bar is going to show. The reason this is so helpful is because now I can talk to my client, and at the same time, on the right, I can take internal notes, I can update custom fields, or I can talk privately with my team about the client while talking to them as well. I can also click on the client or company's profile and navigate right into the details page from here. One more thing I want to show you. If we go into automations, I've got a few set up, including monthly check-in. If I click to edit that workflow, you can see that this is actually a recurring automation, and that's the feature launching today. This is a workflow that runs on a monthly basis, and each month a new message is sent automatically as a check-in mechanism to all clients. So now this logic extends to any kind of action, which means you can set up automated workflows for task assignment, messaging, file uploads, or anything else. All right, that's just some of the things we're rolling out today. Please check the release notes to see the full set and let us know if you have any feedback.